There are five elements that I consider foundational in global parity within food programming. A shared culinary philosophy. Every site needs to operate from the same North Star. What does great food mean for this client? It may mean plant forward innovation, culinary craftsmanship, transparent sourcing, an elevated dining experience. That philosophy has to be articulated clearly enough that a chef in New York and a chef in Seattle can both interpret it authentically within their own culinary context in their own regions. Number two, standardized programming frameworks with local flexibility built in. You need consistent structures, weekly menu rotations, seasonal adherence, variety, and allergen protocols, to name a few. But those structures have to be designed with intentional white space for local interpretation. A West African peanut stew might be on the menu in San Francisco, while in New York they might run a laksa. Both are executing the same plant forward, globally inspired framework, and the parity is in the framework, not the recipe. Each site is running their own recipe, but it's very similar across the regions. Number three, shared metrics and accountability. Every site should be measured against the same KPIs, the same participation rates, employee satisfaction scores, dietary accommodations, how we reduce waste, just to name a few. If you're not measuring the same things across all sites, you can't have an honest conversation about where parity is and it isn't being achieved. We use the same score sheet and measurables across each site to make this visible. Number four, cross-site communication infrastructure. This is probably the one that gets overlooked the most often. The site teams need to be talking to each other, sharing what's working, cross-pollinating ideas, flagging problems early. I facilitate this at the global account manager level, but it also needs to exist operationally between culinary teams and account managers across each market. When a new concept is introduced, it needs to travel from headquarters to all sites in a way that's structured, not ad hoc. Number five, a client-facing transparency layer. Parity has to be visible to the client, not just operational. The food team needs to be able to see at a glance how the Seattle program compares to the New York City program. That means reporting cadences, shared dashboards, and a QBR structure where we're presenting multi-site performance as a group, not as separate vendor relations.